Good morning, XRP community. A historic day for global finance and for XRP. After weeks of speculation, the U.S. government has officially reopened. President Trump signed the bill last night at the White House, bringing an end to the longest shutdown in modern history. And in a remarkable coincidence, on the very same morning, the first XRP ETF officially launched on Nasdaq. This is the moment many have been waiting for. Institutional access to XRP through Wall Street's most powerful trading platform. The Canary XRP ETF opened for trading at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, aligning with the U.S. market open. Analysts expect the listing to attract both retail and institutional capital. But more importantly, it sets the precedent for at least 11 additional XRP ETFs currently pending approval. In Europe, that means a debut around 8:30 p.m. local time, when the American markets begin their session. The launch marks a new phase in XRP's integration into the traditional financial system, one that will likely redefine liquidity and supply dynamics across the crypto space. Now, let's take a look at what's happening in the market today. XRP is trading around $2.50, up nearly 4% in the last 24 hours, outperforming both Bitcoin and Ethereum. Bitcoin sits at $103,000, while Ethereum trades at $3,540. This divergence shows that XRP is moving on its own momentum, detached from the broader market trends. But the price action isn't the full story. The key development is structural. Every spot ETF that goes live must hold XRP directly, locking up tokens from the circulating supply. That means less liquidity on exchanges and more XRP held in institutional vaults, creating natural scarcity. With 11 more ETFs on the way, including from Franklin Templeton, Bitwise, 21Shares, and CoinShares, the amount of XRP in circulation will likely decline sharply. And it's not just the crypto world paying attention. The reopening of the U.S. government coincided with a private meeting in New York involving executives from Nasdaq, JP Morgan, BlackRock, Goldman Sachs, and Morgan Stanley, all of whom have had documented relationships with Ripple or its payment technology. The timing of that gathering, just hours after Trump signed the reopening bill, has sparked speculation that coordination between Wall Street and Ripple is accelerating behind the scenes. So what happens next? The reopening means the Federal Reserve can now resume liquidity operations, likely ending its quantitative tightening program by December. That means more money flowing into the system, and risk assets like cryptocurrencies, equities, and gold are set to benefit first. The XRP ETF approval is not just another headline. It represents a structural bridge between traditional finance and blockchain-based liquidity, something Ripple has been building toward for nearly a decade. For years, XRP was kept out of the U.S. markets due to regulatory uncertainty. Today, it's trading on Nasdaq. To put this in context, Bitcoin ETFs took nearly 10 years to reach approval. XRP has followed that path, but with a different goal. While Bitcoin was built as digital gold, XRP was designed for real-world settlement. Now, with ETFs and ISO 20022 adoption happening simultaneously, that design is finally meeting its use case. Looking forward, the next ETFs are already queued for approval. Franklin Templeton could go live between November 14th and 18th, followed by Bitwise, 21Shares, and CoinShares later this month. Each one will reduce supply further, reinforcing the cycle of scarcity. So what does this mean for price? Don't expect an overnight explosion. The ETF listing won't send XRP to the moon immediately, but it does cement its role as an institutional-grade asset. As circulating supply decreases and liquidity tightens, upward pressure will build naturally, especially if inflows from Wall Street accelerate. To sum up, the U.S. government has officially reopened. President Trump signed the bill last night in Washington. The first XRP ETF launched today on Nasdaq at 9:30 a.m. Major financial institutions met the same night, signaling coordination. 11 more XRP ETFs are expected to follow, creating scarcity. This is the start of something much bigger, XRP's entry into the financial mainstream. For years, we've talked about bridges, liquidity corridors, and institutional adoption. Today, it's no longer theory. XRP has entered Wall Street.